What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Talia. Sorry, forgot to say my name. Today I'm just going to be doing a diamond paint with me. I have my Gizmo. Sorry, lost my sheet here. And this is what he looks like. And I can't wait to start on this. I love making these new starts, and I just can't wait to start on this. I do have a storage case on order, and it's coming from China, so it might take a couple of weeks to get here. I can't wait a couple of weeks to start on this, so I decided to go ahead and do it now. So I thought I would just pull out a few colors like that here in the corner where I can start at and just work on that. There's like 4 or 5 colors in here, and if you can't tell, I'm going to pull this out again. This is, where am I at right now? This is like this bottom corner right down in here. Sorry, that Band-Aid. I got myself with a security sensor the other day. So yeah, just going to be working on this corner down in here. I have my sheet over here on the side because this legend that's on the canvas itself is kind of covered up by opaque paper, so I'm not going to keep trying to pull that off and see what the colors I needed. So I have my inventory sheet, and thank goodness for that inventory sheet. I thought I would start out with a little kind of update on me, on what's been going on with me these last couple of weeks since I did my last video. Sorry if you hear the crinkling, I'm kind of moving some diamonds around. Sorry, I'm still kind of prepping. So I thought I'd start out with a little, what's going on with me these last couple of weeks. Things kind of got changed around from what the original plan was. So, I kind of thought I'd give you a little update on what's going on with that. I have some baggies here. So as I work on these, as I open them, I'm just going to put them in a baggie with the plastic, with the little plastic baggie that they come in. Sorry, can't use words today. Yes, I did work today. What's the first one here? That would be the ampersand symbol. And that is, if I can find it on my sheet, that is 842. So what did I do with 842? There it is. I'm going to tear one of these off. One of these off. And I'm probably going to need more than 200 in this session. Just saying. I have a big boat here. But anyway, I thought I would kind of start off with a little update on what's been happening with me. And then, depending on how long that goes, I found a tag that I thought would be good to start. To kind of get to know me a little bit better. See a little piece of plastic in there. Okay. So I have my boat with my drills. Have my mermaid pen. Alright, we're ready. These drills look okay. They're not big. They don't seem like they're too big, really. And I'm just double checking and making sure that I'm on the right. Oh Lord, how much did I? Okay. Sorry, I was about to say that I already forget which one I was working on. Okay. I'm going to kind of start with what's in, like, as I go. So, what has been going on with me? Well, the last time I talked to you, I was talking about I was going to have to move to probably Charleston, South Carolina. Well, that didn't happen. Because I wasn't really keen on moving to Charleston just because it is so far away. And I think my boss kind of knew that. He kind of got a feeling too, and I had kind of mentioned it to one of the other guys there that I wasn't really wanting to move to Charleston. And he's telling me the boss even asked him, and if I'd said anything, he was like, "No, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's planning. She hasn't said anything to me." So, but he came to me. Well, I say he came to me. I was kind of helping out at the store, more locally, because they have a store in the mall that's in the same city as the home office. So he came for a visit, and visited with the other guy that was there at the time. And he basically asked him if he'd be willing to, take a partnership and go to Charleston. And the guy must have said yes, because he asked me, he didn't ask me like before everything was all said and done. He kind of turned to me and asked what I thought about staying there in town and taking over that store again, because I'd been manager at that store before back in 2013, and I was there for 6 months and they moved me. So he asked me what I thought about staying there, and I'm like, I kind of would rather stay here than go to Charleston. I ain't gonna lie. And so he said that settles it. Starting Monday, you'll be at the store. You'll take over the store, and he'll be over at Charleston. So, and it didn't even start Monday. It started Sunday, because I think this was on Friday that he asked me. And I have been used to, for a couple of weeks anyway, have been used to having Sundays off because the home office is closed on Sundays. So the guy that was managing the store. He asked me, that he was basically asking / telling me if I needed to take over the store the next day, if I could work and be there the next day on Sunday, so that he could go to Charleston. And I was like, well, at first I was concerned about when my day off would be. And he said, no, there's a guy that comes every Wednesday, and he watches the store on Wednesdays, so he can have a day off. So I said, okay, as long as I know that, even if I'm going to have to work on Sunday, at least I know that I'll have next Wednesday off. So, starting that day, that Sunday, was actually Mother's Day, I started back working as manager of the more local store. And like I said, I had been manager of that store before, actually, back in 2013. It was a whole different scene back then. And so I am familiar with how things run, like how I'm familiar with the area. I'm familiar with what the mall has. Of course, there are less stores in there now than there was in 2013, because A lot of malls aren't doing so well. But the funny thing is, they were talking about him going to Charleston. Well, I said, okay, what about the guy, you know, because the guy that was in Charleston, sorry, I'm not good at telling stories. The guy that was in Charleston, he was going to leave the company. And I didn't hear otherwise until, the next day that I had off, that Wednesday. No, I take that back, to the following Wednesday. And I had gone to the home office on my day off to pick up a couple of things and talk to him about something. And so they were loading up a moving truck with, merchandise and shelving and all this other stuff. And they were talking about, they were getting the truck ready to go to Greenville. And it's like, so you did open the store. You are going to open the store in Greenville. And so, yeah, what happened with that was the guy that was in Charleston, yes, he was going to leave. He was going to quit because he has a house and his family actually lives in Spartanburg, which Greenville and Spartanburg often have, they're often kind of lumped in together as far as the area because they are so close together. They are both very large cities and they're both kind of close together. They're literally within about 20 to 30 miles of each other. The outer limits of them are about 20 and 30 miles apart. So they're both very large cities, and they're both kind of within the same area. So, yes, the guy in Charleston was going to leave, but the boss man, the owner, decided and asked him, or I don't know how it came about exactly, if he opened the store in Greenville, if the guy would stay on with the company if he opened the store in Greenville. And of course the guy said yes. So the guy that was in Charleston is now going to go to the new store opened up in Greenville, which just opened yesterday. And because he moves fast. He doesn't bother with all the remodeling the store and all that stuff. He puts his security cameras up. He might put a few. He puts his the little slats on the walls that we hang our stuff from. And he always has, like, he signs a lease. He wants to have that store up and running within a week. So the guy that was in Charleston is going to Greenville. They opened up yesterday. And the guy that was in my store is going to go to Charleston. And I am now in the local store. So while that's good for me that it's an area I'm more familiar with, being more locally, I still have about a 45-minute commute. So I don't get to diamond paint as much as I want to, as much as I'd like, because by the time I get home, a lot of times it's almost 10 o'clock. So I just have this thing where I don't like trying to diamond paint, or even when I was cross stitching, I didn't like doing it late at night very much anyway. Um, so I just don't like doing it late at night because I'm usually too tired. Like my brain is too tired. So I think I'm probably just gonna work out to like right here somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far these drills carry me. But usually by the time I get home, I'm tired, and I'm a night owl. I mean, I am a night owl, but at the same time, I like to sleep in. So it's like I get up. I have to get up by. I usually like to get up by 6:30 to 7 o'clock. It gives me time to, get a cup of coffee. Kind of take some time to play on my phone and wake up and check all my notifications and the YouTube status. Play some games, whatever, all that good stuff. And it gives me time to kind of get woke up. So the it's really hard not going to sleep until most of the time midnight, and sometimes 1 a.m. and waking up at 6 o'clock, because that's not a lot of sleep. And even when I wake up in the mornings, even before work, there's not a lot of days where I feel like breaking out my diamond painting or my cross stitch, because I kind of did work a little bit on cross stitch last night, or last couple of nights. Don't worry, I didn't get a whole lot done. I think the yesterday morning I probably got the most done out of the 2 days, and that was maybe 30 stitches, something like that, 20 or 30 stitches. So I get up in the mornings, and I don't always feel like diamond painting like first thing in the morning. I especially can't do it on these big ones like this. That's why I always keep a smaller one in the I always keep a smaller one on my lap desk in the living room. And you're currently in the back bedroom, which is kind of a pseudo craft room, if you will. But there's just stuff in here right now because, according to my roommate, the water heater is in a closet in this room, and one day the water heater busted and got to the floor in the corner soaking wet, and so all the carpeting had to be ripped out. So that's what stage it is right now. And that was before I moved in. That was sometime in the last, I don't know, couple years. So it's not a pretty room, probably not something you'd want to see right now. But I can't always, I don't like coming in here and working in the craft room on my big pieces unless I have a considerable amount of time to work on it. Like if I'm off that day and I don't have any errands to run, and I can just stay at home and diamond paint or do whatever, that I can devote a good chunk of time to the big project. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. I haven't moved yet. I'm gonna end up moving eventually, probably to be closer to work so that I don't have such a long commute. But I'm okay for now staying at where I'm at. But it's not going to be somewhere that I'm going to want to stay forever. I am probably going to be moving eventually. Because it still would be nice to have my own place, you know, it's not so full of stuff. So, oh yeah, an update on his dad. His dad did pass away, I think, last week. Probably a day or two after my last diamond paint with me. His dad did pass away later that week. And the funeral was early last week. So no, I guess it would have been, his dad would have passed away. I don't remember what day it was. I just know it was after I had taken over the store, because I was by myself. It was that following week. I can't think. I think the funeral was the 14th, the 13th or the 14th, if that tells you anything. So, because I had to get somebody to watch my store while I went. So, that's one less thing he has to worry about doing, is checking up on his dad, because even after his dad passed away, he's like, I keep, you know, in my mind, I keep feeling like I need to check on my dad, and because that's something he had to do, you know, every so often when his dad was alive, was, you know, walk out to the main house and check on him, you know, at least once or twice a day. You know, when I first moved in, he was taking him something to eat in the evenings too, but he eventually just had kind of started getting some canned stuff that he could keep, and just kind of pop open a can and eat something. But I think his dad also had a bad habit of hiding stuff. Like he would open up a can and just leave it sitting somewhere. So, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got this diamond painting, because he was going through a lot with his dad. And when I ordered it, his dad was sick or in the hospital. So, and we both knew, like everybody knew, that his dad wasn't going to be around much longer. And when I unboxed this the other day, I didn't want to get into the reason why I had ordered it, because he was in the other room, and I didn't want him to hear me talking about everything that was going on with him, with his dad passing away and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's why I got it, is because he was going through a lot with his dad. So, what time we at? Oof, 23 minutes. So, now that I've firmly updated you guys on the job situation and my roommate, I thought I would pull up a tag, and I've already found it, so I thought I would pull up a tag that I found, and I'm not gonna have time to do all of these. I'm gonna try to get through at least the first maybe 25, and because it's 100 questions. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up on my phone, on my iPad. I had it pulled up on my phone, but obviously I have to use my phone to record my videos, so I'm trying to pull this up on my iPad. While that's loading. So, What has everyone else been up to? Just, here we go. This is, what I'm pulling up. It's the 100 questions no one asks tag. I think I saw someone doing it one time. And I was also just looking for tag questions to answer. So, yeah. This is what came up. So I'll go ahead and do that. If my iPad ever loads, because I have an old iPad. And it's slow as Christmas. Okay. First question, like I said, I'll try to get through, the first 25, and then we can kind of make this a series. So the first question is, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Well, when I have a closet, because I don't currently have one of my own right now, I don't have a closet to put my clothes in right now. If I was on my own, in my own place, I would probably sleep with them open, just because I would be, during the day, if I had to, or like in the mornings, if I had to open my closet to get some clothes out, I would just be too lazy to close them back. So my closet doors would probably stay open all the time. So, yeah. Every once in a while, I might get in a mood, and get it in my head that I want to close the closet doors. But for the most part, they stay open all the time. Because it's only me looking at them, at my clothes. Question number 2. Do you take the shampoo and conditioner bottles from the hotels? No, because a lot of times they're not very good, and what am I going to do with a trial size shampoo of unknown quality? Because a lot of times I have dyed hair, most of the time, and most of the time I have to use the special shampoo that's meant for color treated hair, and those aren't very friendly to color treated hair, so I take my own and just leave the hotel ones. Question number 3. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Out, I guess. The sheets would have to be tucked in at some point in the bed, right? Like, they would have to be tucked into the very, the foot end of the bed, right? So that they would stay on the bed. But I think that's what that means. So I guess I sleep with them out. Like, no, I sleep with them tucked into the end of the bed. But I don't tuck them into the side when I'm sleeping. But see, here's the kicker. If it's just me, when I'm by myself, I don't really bother with sheets. Like, I have my sheet. You have the fitted sheet. That's a given. You have to have the fitted sheet on there. But other than the fitted sheet, most of the time I will just have the comforter. So it'll literally just be I'm sleeping underneath the comforter and not any kind of sheet. I don't know. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Question number 4. Question number 4. Have you stolen a street sign before? No, I have not. But my stepsister has. I have an older stepsister, and I remember seeing a street sign in her bedroom at her mom's house, at my stepmom's house, many, many years ago. So, but no, as for me, I have not I've never been much of a troublemaker. Number 5, do you like to use Post-it notes? Not in general. I don't really usually have a need for Post-it notes. I thought my cat was doing something, but I think that's the dog. But no, I don't usually have a need for Post-it notes. Number 6, do you cut out coupons but then never use them? So, I used to be one of those coupon people that used coupons at the grocery store. And I would spend many hours cutting out every single coupon every single weekend, like multiple copies of them. Like I would get, usually I think I would get like 4 copies of each coupon insert, and then cut out every single coupon in those inserts, even if it was something that I would never ever use, like anti-aging cream or something. And I would put them into a binder. I was organized with my coupon cutting, and I did that when my kids were there, when we were all together, and I eventually just got out of it. Like, I rarely use coupons anymore. I'm trying to use them as much as I can, but a lot of stores, like grocery stores, they have like apps now where you can get to these digital coupons and just load them up onto your card, so that if you happen to have that item in your cart, if you load them onto your card, like they have them available and they're not automatically loaded, if you have them loaded onto your card, onto your account, let's say you have a coupon for 50 cents off a box of, Cheerio cereal, and you forget that it's even there. Well, you happen to have to get a box of Cheerio cereal, and you go to the checkout, and you have that box of Cheerio cereal, and it happens to be the right size that the coupon required, and you just don't even know it yet. But if it's on your card, that 50 cents will automatically be deducted from your balance, if you will. And so that's a digital coupon. Well, I try my best to use coupons these days. I do try occasionally to use coupons when I can, but I just don't, because I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? So I do sometimes and I don't, but I don't cut out coupons anymore, and I will only really load up on a coupon if I know there's a possibility that I'll use it. But sometimes, a lot of times, if I load a coupon onto my store card account, a lot of times it may go unused because I forget it's there and I forget that I need to use it. So, next question. Number 7, would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Neither really, if we're being honest. But I'm happy to be one of the lucky people that's not allergic to bees, because I have been stung by a bee and all it did was just really hurt a lot. So, I know a bear would probably hurt more to be attacked by those claws, but getting stung over and over, I hate bees. I hate anything with a stinger. I'm still kind of, I'm still really scared of anything with a stinger. I don't know how to answer that question. I guess a big bear, because he doesn't have a little stinger. I don't know. I guess a big bear, because I hate bees. And to be attacked by a swarm of bees, it would be like a lot of little stings, like over and over and over again on your body, like all over your body. And at least a bear attack would be like almost instantly, like it wouldn't drag on forever, or what seems like forever. So if I had to put an answer to that question, I would say the bear, because anything other than bees. So, number 8, do you have freckles? I don't think I do. I don't recall seeing them on my face, so no, I don't have any freckles. Number 9, do you always smile for pictures? No. I have a lot going on with my teeth right now that I hate them. I'm missing teeth. They're not in good condition. And so I don't smile at all. Like, I'll give like the grin, but like the grin where you don't open your mouth. So, and I don't always smile. I'll smirk or I'll grin, but I don't smile. Number 10, what is your biggest pet peeve? Oh my gosh. My biggest pet peeve, I think it is when people talk over me, because that means that they're not listening. Like, if I'm trying to explain something to you and you're talking over, you start talking over me, that just means that you're not listening to what I have to say. And I cannot stand that. And it's happened at work before, like with customers, and that drives me crazy. I cannot stand that. So these couple, they have like little specs on them. I don't know what that is. I don't even want to use the ones with the specs on them. But yeah, just my biggest pet peeve is people like interrupting me and talking over me while I'm trying to tell them something. So yeah. Number 11, do you ever count your steps when you walk? Nope. Number 12, have you peed in the woods? No, I've never had a reason to pee in the woods, because I've never been in the woods like that before. Like, I don't go camping. I don't go hiking, anything like that. So, that's a big nope. Have you ever pooped in the woods? Again, never been in the woods to kind of do anything of that nature. So, that would be a no. Number 14, do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? I will dance to music in my head. I will definitely dance to music that's in my head. Sometimes. Not all the time, not often, but I will do it. Because there's always music playing in my head. It just depends on the day and that particular moment, what song it happens to be. Number 15, do you chew your pens and pencils? Nope. Number 16, how many people have you slept with this week? None. I have not slept with anybody this week, this month. Not in the last couple of months, anyway. Number 17, what size is your bed? Well, my bed is a couch. My roommate has a queen size bed, and the last bed that I had that was on my own, that was of my own bed, it was a full size. So when I'm on my own, I get a full size bed because it's just me, myself, and I don't see myself ever sharing it long term with anybody. Number 18, what is your song of the week? What is my song of the week? Well, I look for more of the drills that I need. Is this what I need? Yeah. What am I obsessed with right now on the radio? I guess. No, I don't want to say that because that's a stupid song. That doesn't even need to be given any kind of promotion. And it's the rap song with Billy Ray Cyrus. If anybody cares, look it up. What is the other song that I've been into? I cannot remember. Like, my mind just went blank. It's a song that apparently I didn't think I was that into. Oh, the song that I'm into this week, or the last couple of weeks actually, is called Cute but Psycho. She's Cute but Psycho or something like that. I don't know who it's by. Oh, not Cute but Psycho. She's Sweet but Psycho. And like I said, I don't know who it's by. Because I haven't gotten around to downloading it yet, which I probably will eventually. I just like it. I think it's funny. Put a few more of those out. I don't need the whole thing. But yeah, it's a song called She's Sweet but Psycho. She's sweet but she's psycho. Like I said, you can look it up. I'm not sure who it's by. It's a female singer. And it's a really upbeat song. So, moving on. Number 19, is it okay for guys to wear pink? I don't care if a guy wears pink. If he wants to wear pink, as long as he can rock it, more power to him. You know, straight, gay, bi, I don't care. Wear pink all you want to, I don't care. Number 20, do you still watch cartoons? No, not really. The closest thing I come to watching cartoons is if I watch some kind of anime. I do like some of the anime my roommate has gotten me into, and I also found that the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, I really like that. Like, when I'm out on my own, I will probably have to get that on DVD. And the subsequent spin-off of that, the Korra, the Legend of Korra. But that's really the closest I come to watching cartoons is watching anime. But I don't watch the cartoons like we typically watched when we were kids, no. Number 21, what is your least favorite movie? Oh my gosh, my least favorite movie? Anything with Tom Cruise? No, I can't say that, because I do like a movie with Tom Cruise in it. Much to my dismay, he's in it. One of my favorite movies is Interview with the Vampire, and unfortunately that has Tom Cruise in it. But generally speaking, any other movie than Interview with the Vampire with Tom Cruise in it, cannot stand him. Number 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? If I had hidden treasure, do you think I would tell you where I was going to hide it? Probably not. I don't really have anywhere that I go. If anything, maybe on... No, because the places I grew up, my parents live in different places now, and like, if anything, maybe on the beach at Myrtle Beach. Like, that's, I don't know. It's a really difficult question because I don't know where I would hide it. Because I would have to really trust that it's not going to go anywhere if I hid it there. So you see my dilemma. So, I guess, well, in closing, I guess, if that's what if that's an answer I had to pick, it would be on the beach somewhere, at Myrtle Beach, along the beach there. That would be a pretty wide search there. Moving up. Number 23, right? Yeah. Number 23, what do you drink with dinner? If I'm going out to dinner, I'll usually just get sweet tea, like most self-respecting Southerners. I guess that's all I need in that one. Most of the time, if we go out to dinner, I will just get sweet tea, with either no ice or light ice, depending on what mood I'm in. But if I'm at home, I usually try to drink as little caffeine as possible. So I have like sodas, I have like cranberry ginger ale, and I also have like some kind of fruit flavored soda. My favorite one I have right now is actually I think it's Sunkissed. It's a peach soda. That's really good. But Food Lion has one. It comes in a 2.75 liter, so almost a 3-liter bottle. It's a orange, I think it's orange pineapple, if I'm not mistaken. It's really good. But I just don't get by Food Lion very much to be able to get some. But I do need to do that, probably on my next day off. Put that there. Number 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? I'm a honey mustard person, if that's what they're asking. I'm a honey mustard, except for, that's honey mustard for dipping nuggets and chicken strips and stuff in. Ranch, everything else. Number 25. What is your favorite food? My favorite food in the whole world is spaghetti. It's always been spaghetti, always will be spaghetti. Number 26. Do I want to keep going? Number 26. How long have I been going? It's almost 50 minutes. Let's see if we can make it to 50. Then I'll just do this in a 2-parter. Number 26. What movies could you watch over and over and over again and still love? Well, that would be, there's probably a few of them. My favorite is a movie called Encino Man. And it stars Brendan Fraser in his early days. It was one of his early roles. Brendan Fraser, it stars Sean Astin, Goonies, Lord of the Rings, Sean Astin, Bob from Stranger Things, that's Sean Astin, and also a very annoying icon, not icon, but he had his 15 minutes of fame back in the 90s. A guy named Pauly Shore. Um, it starred those three main people. Um, and it's such a funny movie. I love it to death. I know it by heart. I know every single line by heart, and I love it. Let's see, Encino Man, Clueless. I love Clueless. Can never get tired of watching that one. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, I do like what was the other one? I was gonna say I like Robin Hood Men in Tights and Spaceballs. I like those movies a lot too. Um, what else? Probably mostly those first two. Encino Man and Clueless. I love those movies. Number 27, last person you kissed / kissed you would probably be my roommate. Because we did date for a time. Not dating right now, but we did date for a little while. Number 28, were you ever a Boy or Girl Scout? Yes, I was a Girl Scout. I was a Girl Scout before I hit my teen years, up until I was about 10, I think. 8 or 10. I don't remember. It's been so long. Sorry for the shaking. I actually do have a much sturdier phone holder, but unless I just outright hit it, it should be okay. Number 29, would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? Nope. Because unless I lost a lot of weight and I was really like, had a banging body again, like I did when I was, 18. No, can't even say that, when I was like 16. Then maybe, but right now, no. Number 30, when was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? That would probably be when I had my my pen pal back many, many, many years ago, like when I was in, I think, junior high, if I'm not mistaken. That was the last time I wrote a letter to someone, like, on paper. Unless you count, like, the notes and stuff, the letters and the notes and stuff that we used to pass to your boyfriend or girlfriend when I was in high school. Number 31. Can you change the oil on a car? No, and I'm not gonna try to, because I would rather leave it up to somebody that knows what the heck they're doing than mess my stuff up trying to do something that I don't know how to do and that I have no business trying to do. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the next symbol. 152. I'm going to move on to this number 4 symbol right here, and that is 152, which I believe is pink color. It's a very bright pink color, don't you think? It's very bright for this to be. Okay, trying to open this without spilling any of them. Where did I put my... Oh, duh. I'm going to pour all these in here at once. Okay, sorry. I hope I got the right color for this. It does look like it's a light pink color. It just seems like such a dark color pink to put there. But okay. Trust the process, right? Number 32. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? You know what? No, I haven't. Because I'm not saying I was a perfect driver. I was never a perfect driver. But the last time I got pulled over for speeding, I was just I mean, it may come off sounding like I was a typical female just begging to be let go, but I had a friend of mine in the car, and we were coming down a road in this small town where we lived at that is notorious. There's a baseball field on this road, and the police like to, it has a very, very low speed limit, like 25 or something like that. And the police like to hide on the other side of the little the building, you know, that they keep the what am I trying to say? The stuff in. I don't know what you call it. It's the building that they keep all their equipment in, like the equipment building, storage building. They like to hide behind that. And me and a friend were coming down that road, and I was not paying attention at all to how fast I was going. That point is real. That point is true. I didn't lie about that. And as soon as I passed that building, I saw his car, and I was like, oh, I know I'm going to get pulled over. And sure enough, on come the blue lights, and I pulled over like immediately, and he comes up the window. He's like, you know how fast you're going? And I'm like, honestly, no, because me and my friend were talking, and I wasn't even paying attention to how fast I was going. And I don't even remember if he told me how fast he clocked me at, but it had to have been way more than 25. Let's just say that. I was probably going somewhere in the middle of... If I take a wild stab at it, I would say I was probably going maybe 45, 50 down there. But I didn't lie to that point. I did tell them. I did tell the truth. You know, me and my friend were talking, and I had no clue. Like, I wasn't even paying attention to how fast I was going. So, he takes my license and goes back to the car and checks everything, and comes back and he says he's let me off with a warning. So, I got off with a warning instead of getting a speeding ticket that day. So, that was actually the last time that I even gotten pulled over for speeding. Don't get me wrong, I speed all the time. Not usually a whole lot. You know, I try to keep it under the, 5 miles over the limit. No more than 10. But I'm always very hyper vigilant about what's around me. So, that's the last time I would have got pulled over for speeding. But I didn't actually get a speeding ticket. Number 33, ever ran out of gas? I don't think I've ever run out of gas. My car has messed up, like, on the side of the highway, but I don't think I've ever run out of gas. I've always, there's been a couple of times where I almost ran out of gas. Like, I have pulled up to the gas pump on fumes, literally. Like, my car is, like, sputtering up to the gas pump. So, but no, I've never actually run out of gas. Number 34, what's your favorite kind of sandwich? Probably would be a peanut butter and banana sandwich. I don't eat them all the time because I tend to, like, if I get a bunch of bananas, I'll only eat like 1 or 2 of them, and then the rest of them will just go bad. So, peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Not fried, like Elvis, but just a regular peanut butter and banana sandwich. Number 35, best thing to eat for breakfast. Coffee. Definitely coffee. Everything else is whatever. Whatever I happen to feel like at that time. Number 36, what is your usual bedtime? Well, let's see. It depends. Have I been working? If I've been working, then it's probably going to be closer to 10:30 or 11. Because I get tired. I get very tired. if I haven't been working, I will stay up till 1 a.m. maybe midnight or 1 a.m. So, but that tends to be how late I stay up anyway these days. So we're gonna say around the ballpark of midnight, between midnight and 1 a.m. Number 37. Are you lazy? Heck yes, I am lazy. Not to a point where I avoid doing stuff, like, but if I don't have to do something, I won't. And if I don't have anywhere to go on my days off, I'm not gonna go anywhere. Now last week when I had a day off, I had a ton of running around to do, and I hated that. I left this house at, what time did I leave? Like 9:15 in the morning, and I did not get home until after 6. I had so much running around and stuff to do, and I didn't even do everything that was on my list. And then me and my roommate went back out to eat for dinner. So, but yes, I am lazy. But if something needs to get done, I will do it. Like, if there's no other choice, it just has to be done, like, I will do it. But unless it's a have to kind of thing, yes, I will try to do as little as possible. Number 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? I dressed up as different things. The only thing I have proof of that I dressed up as was Rainbow Bright. And that's because my grandmother made that costume. And that was one of those costumes that you sewed. And it was all, like, it had the stuffing in some of the places to make it poofy. She made that costume. And it was a good costume. Ugh, piece of trash. Sorry. Somehow I inadvertently picked up a teeny tiny piece of plastic trash. But everything else, I don't remember anything else that I dressed up as. And the only reason I know that I dressed up as that was because there's pictures. But I don't think that I've ever seen a picture of anything else that I dressed up as. Number 39. What is your Chinese astrological sign? I am a Pisces. I was born on March 8th. And if you're wondering, my Chinese year sign is a horse. I was born during one of the year of the horse. Number 40. How many languages can you speak? Technically, only one. I speak English. Of course, Southern could also be said to be its own language. But yeah, for the most part, just English. Number 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? I have 2 cross-stitch magazine subscriptions right now that I am just going to let them run out and probably not renew them because as you can see, I really haven't been cross-stitching that much anymore. But I mean, they still have some time left on them. I literally had just renewed the British one, the UK one, cross-stitch gold. So I have the rest of the year on that. And then I have the just cross-stitch. That one also, I think, has till the end of the year. Sorry, moving my list up here again. Number 42. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? Legos, because you can build more stuff with them. You know, if you ever seen some of the stuff these people build with Legos. I just saw something today. I mean, granted, it wasn't the first time I'd seen the article on this particular thing, but somebody actually built a life-size car, like one of those super sports cars. Didn't work like a real car, I don't think, but it was life-size. It was the size of the real car. Number 43, are you stubborn? Yeah, I would have to say that I'm pretty stubborn. I can be, because I like doing things my way. And I'm also OCD and a control freak, so take that as you will. Number 44, who is better, Leno or Letterman? I'm not a big fan of Jay Leno. I've never really watched his stuff much. I've seen like clips of his show, but they've never been funny to me. Like his intro speeches and stuff, they've never really been funny to me. So I guess if I had to pick one or the other, I would say Letterman. Number 45, ever watch soap operas? I used to watch when I was a teenager. There was a show that was on probably, well, what used to be the WB. This is CW now. It used to be on one of those channels. And it starred Sarah Michelle Gellar, if I'm not mistaken. But it was like a teen soap opera. I used to love that show. I don't even remember what the name of it was. But I used to love that show. But as far as any of these soap operas today, you know, Guiding Light and As the World Turns, no, never really watched them. My grandmother used to watch them, so if I was at her house, you know, they'd be on the TV and she'd be watching them, and by default, I would have to kind of put up with them. Number 46, are you afraid of heights? I am deathly afraid of heights. I cannot stand heights. I can't even stand getting up on the 6-foot ladder that we have at the store. Especially if I have to get up on the very top of it, like one of the top steps. The upper steps. I can't even stand getting up on that 6-foot ladder. I am terribly afraid of heights, but I'll do it. But I am very, very, like, slow in moving around on that thing. Number 46, do you sing in the car? Heck yes. If I'm alone, I will sing in the car. If I'm with somebody that I know very well, I will probably be singing a little bit softer, but I'll be singing. I am a habitual singer. What is that? I don't know what you call that. I'm a habitual singer. Number 48. Do you sing in the shower? No, not really. To do that, it would require me having music, and I don't normally. Most of the time, I don't really get into taking my phone, my music, into the shower or into the bathroom to listen to. So most of the time I don't sing. But now if I do take my music, if I have my music with me, then yes, I would sing. But most of the time I don't even take my music into the bathroom with me. So yes, I would sing if I brought my music with me. Otherwise, I don't. Number 49, do you dance in the car? No, I'm a little bit too self-aware of people watching me to do that. And number 50, which is the last question that I'm going to answer, and then I'll probably go ahead and wrap up this video. Have you ever used a gun? Yes, I have actually. But not on anybody. Not in any kind of emergency situation or anything like that. Several years back, probably 5 or 6 years back, when I was in Georgia, I was going to school for criminal justice. And me and a number of other people that were in my classes, we decided to create a criminal justice, what do you call it? Group? What do you call it? I can't think of it. Anyway, we decided to come up with a criminal justice group. And the things we would try to do as far as activities was, one of the things that we did one day was go out to the sheriff's department's firing range. And they taught us how to use a gun, how to hold it, all that good stuff, how to fire it, and all this other good stuff. And it was the first and probably only time I have ever fired a gun or ever will fire a gun. Because they kind of scare me a little bit. So, I mean, you would think that after that I would be a little bit more confident with them, but nope. They still scare me a little bit. So, that's the only time I've ever actually fired a gun. So, I'm going to leave off there for now. And I am going to go ahead and finish this up. And so I hope we have been still recording. Okay. Yeah, so I'm over an hour now. Went on a little bit longer than I had originally wanted. But, you know how we get when we diamond paint. We talk, we get lost in the zone. And I was also answering tag questions and telling you about a life update. So, I guess that's going to be it for now. I'm going to sign off and leave you there. I'm going to keep on working on this for now. And I hope to be able to do this diamond paint with me like every Sunday. I would love to be able to do that. But we'll see. And I'm hoping that my storage case comes soon so I can get this kitted up officially and have all my diamonds at my disposal at once and not just having to like dig through the bag and find the color I need. And so yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for me today, guys. And until I see you guys again next time, which may be next Sunday, or it may be before then, until I see you guys again next time, be awesome to yourself, and also, as well, be awesome to each other. Bye.